This is Hurricane Hood News and Reviews bringing you in the house again. Said the pack of men, ladies and gentlemen, front, left, right. We back again. What is it? This the Hurricane Hood News and Reviews bringing you in the house again. Yeah, we going back and we going. This is the Hurricane Hood stories. Hurricane special stories. You already know what it is. And we gotta talk about Professor Jiang. Professor fucking Jiang. I covered like maybe like two, possible three videos on this guy. And we gotta talk about him. Because at the end of the day, that motherfucker did pop up out of nowhere. He popped up out of nowhere last year. That's when I first seen him. So, but I didn't really do too many videos on him because like most of the shit that he was saying, I kind of already knew and did my research on. You know what I'm saying? And some of the stuff, you know, like I'm like, wait a minute, that's your own political view, bro. But it is what it is. He said like a couple things that I noticed. Even the phone agreed. He said a couple things that I noticed and I look into, but like most importantly, like you're supposed to look into everybody. That's the whole goddamn point. But the question is, why did he come out of nowhere and why this nigga blow up so fucking fast? That's what I didn't know. I just thought he was just like some type of motherfucking guy that just was motherfucking making lectures. But I ain't know this motherfucker ended up on a goddamn on some I think on the news or some shit. Like talking about the predictions. I think he got known because of the predictions. Wow, he predicted Trump was gonna win. Wow, nigga, we predicted Trump was gonna win. Ain't nothing special about that. So that's red flag, strike one. And then he was like, we're going to war with Iran. Well, we kind of figured that because we already got our hand in the cookie jar over there in that area anyway. It was a matter of time before somebody get blowed up. And as long as we fucking see something getting blowed up. So we already knew that. You feel me? I'm saying let's use our common sense, our critical thinking, our comprehension skills. You feel me? We already knew Trump was going to be reelected. We already knew that something was going to get blowed up over there because nigga, it's all about war. Huh? Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely. For something. Say it again, y'all. Oil. What is it good for? For keeping gas at $3. Motherfucker. I'm stupid. But yeah. Professor Jiang, Dr. Professor Jiang, and this is some shit that I've noticed too, because I have to go back and watch the fucking videos. Because I ain't know that he was motherfucking supposed to be talking to high school students. Because mind you, I just caught a couple lectures here and there, saw some clips here and there. And some of the shit is I already know. So it's like, all right, all I gotta do is just look into the shit some more. And plus, all he doing is just talking about history. Yes, I love history, man, but like there's a lot of more other better people that can discuss history. I guess Dr. Jiang is just, you know, I guess he got a way to talk to somebody like a sales pitch or some shit. I don't know. But we're about to expose him. oh. You know, and it seems like whenever somebody blows up, there's always a channel out there that be like, nigga, you ain't a real professor. You ain't even a real doctor. You ain't even a real this or you ain't a real that. But like when it comes to this guy, we're about to get off into his life and find out what's going on. And real shit, my only beef with Dr. Professor Jiang is this. I'm like, you talking about every other history but the history of what your Chinese motherfuckers did. And your niggas is evil too, Dr. Professor. That was my only beef. But we're going to prove to you that this motherfucker, let's just say, chances are he might be controlled opposition. You know what I'm saying? Just like looking into the people that we always talk about. It's like shit. Like I look, like I motherfucking look up Carl Young, and Carl Young wasn't, seen in the right light by his own fucking family. I think he did some motherfucking grimy shit. But like, I don't think it was on no motherfucking Epstein shit. Not no Epstein shit. It's just like a person, like a character flaw type shit. But like most of these philosophers that we listen to, you know what I'm saying? That's why the cool thing about me is I throw my life on the motherfucking table. I let everybody know what the fuck I've been through. And what the fuck I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So like y'all can automatically be like, yeah, that's Hurricane. Hurricane wouldn't do that. Well, like you never know what a person might do, because you never know what a person is thinking during certain points in time. It's like a motherfucker be like, man, nigga, I'll kill a motherfucker. And then like the motherfucking time happened, the motherfucker frees up like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta really be sure that you know who you're fucking with. You know what I'm saying? You gotta see the actions happen sometimes. Or you gotta see, like I'm the same person on YouTube, just like the same person in real life. I'm the same motherfucker, high energetic. Let's get this shit done. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this music right. Let's get this motherfucking podcast straight. Let's get this motherfucking writing, music, literature, drawing, whatever the fuck I'm doing. I like to put everything out there so you can be like, yeah, Hurricane cool, I know him. You know what I'm saying? And plus, unapologetically real, while most motherfuckers have to wear a mask all the goddamn time. Mind you, some people come to YouTube on some fake shit. Never forget that. Never forget that. So they try to ask certain questions to pick their brain and be like, okay, you got a soul. Okay, you use your head. Okay, you open-minded. Okay, you reasonable. Okay, you're violent. Okay, you crazy. Okay, you a fucking faggot. You know what I'm saying? So use your discernment, read between the lines, use your common sense, critical thinking, comprehension skills, put two and two together. You know what I'm saying? And be honest. For real, be honest, be true. And it's up to the motherfucker to deal with you. Simple. It's like Bernie Mac told Kid, be yourself. And if they don't like you for being yourself, fuck them. You feel me? R.I.P. to Bernie Mac. That was some real shit. Just be yourself. Be honest. Be true. I go to many platforms bringing this revolutionary shit. Bringing this motherfucking fuck religion shit. And motherfuckers know I am. So shit, it is what it is. But and think about it is, what I love about my channel is I am beyond what the majority is talking about when it comes to the revolution. Oh, yes, I cover current events, and I try to find shit that like anybody up on. But when it comes to me going into my revolutionary bag, ain't nobody talking like me. Motherfuckers is afraid. Motherfuckers is pussy. Motherfuckers love their government. Motherfuckers love their fake ass Jesus. Motherfuckers love this poison that they're eating all day or drinking all day. Or smoking or shooting up all day, whatever. They love it. Motherfuckers are so fucking weak and docile. Motherfuckers gave up. You thought a motherfucker really truly gave up? Motherfuckers gave up. If you're not fighting tyranny, you're not fighting this government that's killing us through the food, through the water, through the air, through disease. It's a wrap. You gave up. Gave up. It's over. They just kick back and wait on Jesus, or all I gotta do is live my life and die. Like, fuck it. It is what it is. But I gotta carve my name in history. This is like when motherfucking Achilles told that boy in the movie Troy, bars. It was like, that's why no one will remember your name. No one. And Brad Pitt as Achilles went out there and killed that big motherfucker on the battlefield with a Superman strike. That was Nathan Jones, by the way, that big motherfucker that was out there. That was Nathan Jones from wrestling and shit. He was only in wrestling for a short period of time, and then he never started doing movies. He was in that Tony Jaa movie. I think it was called The Protector. Man, that shit was cold as fuck. Tony Jaa, that nigga, whoa! Fight for that elephant, man. Oh man, he fought the black guy that was doing the capoeira in the room with the water on the ground. I was like, oh, this fucking movie is the shit. But when he had to go against Nathan Jones again, there was another big guy in that bitch. I was like, how you gonna beat these two? And these niggas can eat your punches and kicks. It was like, nigga, I'm about to break the bones off of the statue, put it on my wrist, and I'm about to cut these niggas' pressure points. I was like, oh, they was shaking. They was, oh my God, they couldn't do shit. Salute, live and learn. Salute, Ace. Man, that movie Protector was the shit. Check out that movie. The Protector, motherfucker. But yeah, we're gonna play some music real quick and we're gonna get off into it. I hope everybody hear me. I hope my shit ain't fucking up. But yeah, we about to expose Dr. Professor Control Opposition Jiang. Let's play some music first. Ain't gonna be here too long. I gotta work on some music after this. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass gun you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass blade you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass bomb you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. You ain't motherfucking ready, ho. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass gun you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass blade you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass bomb you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. You ain't motherfucking ready, ho. But they hit you with something you ain't ready for. 4-4, take it down, about to let it go. Take it down, now your brains all on the floor. Everybody get down on the fucking floor. Get the money, get the running out the fucking door. Get the whip, gotta deal, we gotta go. Eliminate every enemy on the boat. Sniper, rifle, gotta let them know. Exterminate, catching too many bodies. You and your girl caught you doing Pilates. So you drive a Bugatti, I got a laser weapon. And I want a motherfucker know what they can do to your body. We caught a coup to the lava, we using frequency weapons to teach a lesson. I'm the one that's gonna bring out spaghetti. A demon level the element. Better go for development. The revolution here, we gotta stay relevant. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass gun you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass blade you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass bomb you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Motherfuckers ain't ready, ho. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass gun you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass blade you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass bomb you ain't ready for. But they hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. You motherfuckers ain't ready, ho. But I hit you with something you ain't ready for. 4 color point bullets that'll take a soul. Soul flying out the body while you shake and roll. Full of double bag of weed, gotta fucking smoke. Smoking with a bag chick while we load up. Up the mag with me motherfucking show up. Up in it when I'm getting up his haircuts. We got a bunch of money, I gave her a haircut. Cause the feds catching too many bodies. You and the cops gonna cry to your mommy. I don't fuck with the folly. If anybody gonna be talking about me, I murder you, then I bury the body. You think this shit is a hobby? I got a weapon stand over your body. You better run, cause here comes the body. Somebody stop me, but you cannot deny me. The revolution is here, and I brought a fucking gun to the park. About to hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass gun you ain't ready for. About to hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass blade you ain't ready for. About to hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. Got a big ass bomb you ain't ready for. About to hit you with some shit you ain't ready for. You motherfuckers ain't ready, ho. Stop, fast, slow and I got the fast. Stop, fast, slow and I got the fast. Stop, fast, slow and I got the fast. The bad, the little bunker bitch, that's where I cash you. Stop, fast, slow and I got the fast. Stop, fast, slow and I got the fast. Stop, fast, slow and I got the fast. The bad, the little bunker bitch, that's where I cash you. Stop, fast, slow and I got the fast. Stop, fast, slow and I got the fast. Stop, fast, slow and I got the fast. The bad, the little bunker bitch, that's where I cash you. Style master, ripping these damn bastards.
Blast faster, quicker to scale casters. Magic flows, I cast your soul to the fire ring abyss, then your bitch explode. Who's gonna carry you through these tragic flows? I don't know, man. I'm just trying to smash some hoes. What's the beef with the government? I have to know. I don't know, but the evil bitches have to go. Let's go, Detroit flow, street so cold. Get stomped in the club cause the beat so cold. Quid pro quo, hit you with the hypno flow. Off the clip in the blade, bullets rip your soul. Tic-tac-toe, free but connect that flow. 34 rounds, where you fucking rest that blow. Check that flow, fuck that, wreck that hoe. Government try to kill us, can't let that go.
Style master, slow and I got the fast. Style master, slow and I got the fast. Style master, slow and I got the fast. The bad, the little drunk of business from my cash. Style master, slow and I got the fast. Style master, slow and I got the fast. Style master, slow and I got the fast. The bad, the little drunk of business from my cash.
Straight blaster, I am the style master. Real slow, but they want me to go faster. Not yet, I'm taking your profit. Hacking everything and leaving the hot jet. World leaders getting killed with the heater. Blood on my shoes, I just bought these Adidas. Call my mama Sita, tell her to bring me some sneakers. And the gun I left by the speaker. Yes, I'm a drinker. See my girl, hey, mama Mia. We about to snipe fans from a Kia. Yeah, I never leave her. The assassin chick like Nikita. We live together, that's why I keep her. Smoking on the keeper, shooting at the sleepers. Fuck the government, send them all to the reaper. Drinking on the leader, yeah, I'm diving deeper. In the bad chick while we blowing up Geneva.
Style master, slow and I got the fast. Style master, slow and I got the fast. Style master, slow and I got the fast. The bad, the little drunk of business from my cash. Style master, slow and I got the fast. Style master, slow and I got the fast. Style master, slow and I got the fast. The bad, the little drunk of business from my cash. Style.
Hurricane 313.
Taking lives, taking lives, this a homicide. Taking lives, taking lives, this a homicide. Taking lives, taking lives, this a homicide. Fucking motherfucking fist, it is time for you to die. Taking lives, taking lives, this a homicide. Taking lives, taking lives, this a homicide. Taking lives, taking lives, this a homicide. Fucking motherfucking fist, it is time for you to die. Taking lives on the fucking time, it's a homicide. I'ma ride with my 45, bad chick on the side. She gon' buy, then you Clyde. She got double guys, we gon' find every fucking thing. Shoot her in the spine all the time. I've been on the grind, I gotta shine. Taking every bitch I want, what is mine? With these rhymes, I will change your mind, make you grab a 9. It's time revolution, everybody vibe. Bullets, that's it, bullet. Come through like a duelist, no bullshit, these motherfuckers ruthless. Don't tell me to cool it, it's over now, I gun you down. Ain't scared of the laws, I'm busting bounds at all you clowns, and shut them down. Taking lives, taking lives, this like homicide. Taking lives, taking lives, this like homicide. Taking lives, taking lives, this like fucking motherfucking fist. It is time for you to die. Taking lives, taking lives, this like homicide. Taking lives, taking lives, this like homicide. Taking lives, taking lives, this like homicide. Fucking motherfucking fist. It is time for you to die. I'ma ride till the day I die. My fist in the sky, no surprise. If you scared to die, get up on the line. With these rhymes, I be changing lives. We got rebel ties, with the spies on the government, telling all the lies. No surprise, money agent times, poison in the skies. Fluoride in the fucking water, they want us to die. Time to fight against the government, taking all they lives. We can drive to the Pentagon, take it overnight. Fill it with bullets, and since we pull it, coming through the ruthless, they shooting. Yo, we ain't scared to do it. While playing the music, the revolution, let's get to moving. Before my soldiers, the revolution, let's get to shooting. Let's get to shooting. Taking lives, taking lives, this like homicide. Taking lives, taking lives, this like homicide. Taking lives, taking lives, this like homicide. Fucking motherfucking thing, till it's time for you to die. Taking lives, taking lives, this a homicide. Taking lives, taking lives, this a homicide. Taking lives, taking lives, this a homicide. Fuck you motherfucking fear, say it's time for you to die. Taking lives, taking lives, this a homicide. Taking lives, taking lives, this a homicide. Taking lives, taking lives, this a homicide. Fuck you motherfucking fear, say it's time for you to die. Taking lives, taking lives, this a homicide. Taking lives, taking lives, this a homicide. Taking lives, taking lives, this a homicide. Fuck you motherfucking fear, say it's time for you to die.
Hurricane 313.
Yo, big sticks, bumpy, yo, bumpy, yo.
Everything, yeah, we hacking everything. We about to crack the code. We hacking everything, yeah, we hacking everything. We about to crack the code. Hacking everything, yeah, we hacking everything. We about to crack the code. Everything, yeah, we hacking everything. We about to crack the code. Breaking in facilities, killing all our enemies, hacking every fucking thing. Gotta get a bunch of cheese, keep it like a SEAL team, shooting with the drill team. Foreign ass movie TV beats my fucking kill scene. Yeah, world is a stage, I'm releasing all my rage, taking faces off like a motherfucking Nick Cage. In the days when I spray, this how I retaliate. Yes, I eradicate rules, yeah, I have to break everything. Yeah, we hacking everything. We about to crack the code. Everything, yeah, we hacking everything. We about to crack the code. Everything, yeah, we hacking everything. We about to crack the code. Everything, yeah, we hacking everything. We about to crack the code. Who are you? Tried to tell me what to do, I would not comply. Government tried to block the truth, so they gotta die. You tried to tell me what to do, I would not comply. Government tried to block the truth, so they gotta die. I'ma ride with my 45, kid on the side, blowing up a building, causing motherfucking style. Putting C4 when they ride, kill them every time, like a mob flick. Now I'm hacking all they phone lines, black cards and credit cards, they exotic cars. I might hack them all, crash them all into a wall. Chillin' with my dogs, that's watch the empire fall. Have to make them call, yeah, I made them empires fall. Everything, yeah, we hacking everything. We about to crack the code. Hacking everything, yeah, we hacking everything. We about to crack the code. Hacking everything, yeah, we hacking everything. We about to crack the code. Everything, yeah, we hacking everything. We about to crack the code. Everything, yeah, we hacking everything. We about to crack the code. Everything, yeah, we hacking everything. We about to crack the code. Everything, yeah, we hacking everything. We about to crack the code. Everything, everything. We about to crack the code. We about to crack the code. We about to crack the code.
We interrupt this program. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is not a test. A nuclear attack was commenced against the United States. 15 nuclear bombs have detonated in several areas across the country. They include Baltimore, Chicago, Denver, Detroit, Los Angeles, Vegas, New York, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Contingency plan, I got mine on my hip. Knocking on his door, I'll send you where Christ live. Contingency plan, I'm with your bitch in the sticks. She got 10 goods, but this hoe wanna eat my dick. Contingency plan, I'm standing tall in the collapse. They wanna govern our mind and study how we all react. Fingers on triggers, watch freedom fall right in our lap. Contingency plan, shit hit the fan, no going back. A coward die 1,000 deaths, I'ma die once. My contingency plan, real niggas front. Grab a bat, grab a sword, grab a gun. Bullets raining like a hurricane. Reload the drums. The purge, my home away from home. Wait, here I come. Rule number 1, when it's beef, never run. Let them shells cook a nigga alive. Be well done. Baptized by fire, feel like Satan, son. Chosen ones need to unite, there's more than one. Left, right, paradigm can trick a real one. My niggas acting like I wasn't in the field once. Last night I had a dream, we fought for freedom and we won. And I put that on my unborn son, straight slaughter. I put that on my unborn daughter. My contingency plan includes your bloodline and torture. Yeah, divine enforcer. Yeah, all that greed, what it cost you. Holy Bible in my hand, I sent them to the altar. Mary put me and my pistol at the altar. Contingency plan, I got mine on my hip. Knocking on this door, I'll send you where Christ live. Hurricane, what's your plan?
My contingency plan is go ballistic. And see from expensive time to bring the rules, so pay attention. Proper structure must cut down the simultaneous. Blow it up, everything is so courageous. I'm the angriest dude, real pistols is dangerous. Bounce strapped to my chest with the zaniness. Keep on naming this dumpy weapon, I stole it. Throwing politicians and feds up in the ocean. Where's my opponent? Show me my opponent. Billionaires and Davos, I gotta smoke them. After you win, I pick them up and throw them. Fuck all the talking, it's time for us to show them everything. With the raiders in my veins, burning everything. Ain't no leaving, no dead remains, better feel the pain. In the name of the hurricane, if we don't kill the government, this shit will never change.
Wow, gentlemen, when the shit hits the fan, some guys run and some guys stay.
All right.
I wanted to talk a little bit about possibly the most absurd interview I have ever seen online. So the other day, Breaking Points hosted Professor Jiang of the channel Predictive History to ask him about the war on Iran by the United States and Israel. Professor Jiang, for those who don't know, is a certifiable nutball. He believes that the United States is run by a secret cabal of Catholics and a secret cult of Jews. He believes that the goals of this secret cabal, of this Illuminati, is to bring about the end of the world. He promotes a book that posits that Donald Trump is the second coming of Christ. His Discord server is filled with neo-Nazis, as you can imagine. And he publicly apologized for getting angry in public with his son and slapping him at a pool for which he was detained.
Damn, that's the info.
This person
Got him.
is incredibly unwell and incredibly malicious, and Breaking Points platformed him and nodded along to everything he said with zero pushback. And I really can't overstate how stupid what Professor Jiang said to the Breaking Points crew was. He claimed that the United States was running out of money to build its THAAD missiles, and that this is why it would lose its war with Iran. In this class this semester, I'm making 3 big predictions, right? First is that Trump will win in November. Second is that the United States will go to war against Iran. And the third big prediction is that the United States will lose this war, which will forever change the global order.
So obviously that last one is the only one that has not yet come to fruition. Is quite a stunning prediction. Do you stand by it, and what have you seen so far that leads you to sort of stand firm in that conclusion?
So given my analysis of how the war is progressing, I think that Iran has many more advantages over the United States. The reality is that right now, it's a war of attrition between the United States and Iran, and the Iranians have been preparing 20 years for this conflict. In their eschatology, in their religion, this is a war against the great Satan. They've had many practice runs.
The war against the great Satan. Oh man, that's why y'all saw my YouTube short where I destroyed Jesus and the devil. Take back the minds of the people. Y'all motherfuckers gotta go if I gotta fuck up the planet to do it. We'll just rebuild.
June was a 12-day war when the Iranians were able to examine and analyze the strike capacities of both the Israelis and the Americans. And they've had a lot of time, 8 months, to prepare fully for this new attack. Right. So my first point is that the United States military is not designed to fight a 21st century war. Remember, the military industrial complex came to being after World War II and it's designed to fight the Cold War.
And and another thing I caught too is like the professor knows the trigger words. He knows the trigger words and he knows what emotions to play on. And since most of us already know that this motherfucking government is ran by another secret cabal, some people think that's crazy, but shit, when you find out that America is a corporation, nigga, who runs the corporation? You know? And presidents are not elected, they are selected. So, like, not saying that all the shit that Dr. Jiang is saying is a motherfucking lie. Some of that shit is rooted in truth. Some of this shit is rooted in truth. But I found out that the only reason why he's even on a fucking platform is because he fucking predicted Trump winning. And we going to war. So 2 out of 3, right? Oh, yeah, we got to put him on a platform and get him to talk some shit. He predicted it. He predicted it. You know what pisses me off? How they just straight disrespected the Simpsons. Simpsons did that shit first. Get the fuck out of here. And fuck the Simpsons because of Matt Groening, 33rd degree Freemason. So yeah, this shit is ran by some secret cabal ass motherfuckers. Some people just don't want to believe it. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck if it's the Freemasons, Illuminati, Rosicrucians, the Council of 13, Council of 33, Council of 300, or some evil reptilian shape-shifting bastard in the motherfucking castle somewhere, drinking blood, adrenochrome, and eating body parts. Whatever. It's a secret fucking motherfuckers that's making sure that everybody around the world is fucked. Just keep this war going. We know people starve. We know people... When are we going to wake up and just start just destroying this government? Like real shit. Like real fucking shit. But yeah, and another thing you motherfucking catch about Dr. Jiang, there's nobody in the fucking classroom. There's nobody in the fucking classroom. You don't hear no breathing, nobody moving, scuffling shit, no nothing. You know, but you can just tell, and plus you can see on the reflection of the wall and the mirror behind him and shit.
It was really about muscle flexing, about who was able to send people up into space, who was the first to get the person on the moon, who had the more complex missile systems. And so the entire American military strategy revolves around very sophisticated technology that costs a lot of money to build. And that's what the American air defense system is basically. And that's why we're seeing this asymmetry, as you point out, in this war, where you have these $1 million missiles trying to take out these $50,000 drones. And it's not sustainable in the long term. And so what we're seeing is really the puncturing of the aura of invincibility and inability that sustained American hegemony for the past 20 years, especially after the collapse of the Soviet Union. And this is really a reordering of not just the global economy, because this signals the collapse of the petrodollar, and with it, the entire US dollar-based reserve currency system, but also the global hegemony of the United States. We're moving towards a multipolar world.
Professor, this morning.
About this on a video that Kyle Kalinske promoted as this ingenious prophetic video, and I'll just show you how bad this gets. Right, guys, this is what they use. That stands for thermal high altitude air defense, and they also have the Patriot systems. There's a lot, okay? The thing that you need to know about the system is it's really expensive. This missile, guys, costs $1 million.
I was like, $1 million. And I was like, nigga, one, that's a goddamn lie. Like, I do that off the bat. That's why you listen to motherfuckers and you grab your truth and you dip. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is actually rooting to what the fuck this nigga said without motherfucking doing some fact checking and doing some research. Because he about to get got. He just said his that shit, thermal something, something, something. But but if you just fact check the shit, you will find out it's gonna be something else. So Dr. Jiang is a motherfucker that's full of himself and just regurgitating information, most that we already know because we follow pattern recognition and shit and doing our own research. But this guy, since he made these predictions, now like, fuck it, put me on the platform. He got all these motherfucking subs and followers and shit, so everybody think he's credible, probably because they call him a professor and he's in front of a classroom. That's a great motherfucking presentation, you know, for motherfucker to think you a teacher, you know, or professor or whatever the fuck. But most of the shit, you know, like, this why I didn't really do too many videos on him, you know. I think the only reason why I did a couple videos on him because it was corresponding with what I was already looking up. So I was like, okay, let me grab dude talking about it and let me get my 2 cents of what I know about what's going on when it comes to like the inner shit, like the fucking hidden shit behind the scenes, and give my possible theories or speculation, but mostly try to go by what we know, you know what I'm saying? You know, like due to following the paper trail and following key figures that's behind the scenes, that's pulling strings, bars.
$1 million. So this is going to come out.
But a missile was not no $1 fucking million. Let's just get that out the fucking way. Because we just heard, motherfucker, we dropping $2 billion bombs on motherfuckers. 2 billion. 2 billion. Billion.
Way, you throw $1 million missile at it, okay? And all of these missiles miss, you have to throw 2 or 3 missiles at it, okay? So you're spending $2 to $3 million on each $50,000 that they're going to spend. That's kind of silly. Second thing you'll notice is that this thing is really big and really slow. And therefore, you can't really move it around. Therefore, it's pretty easy for the Iranians to spot where this is and attack it. And then when these things blow up, that's a lot of money, guys.
This is silly for a couple of reasons. The first is that Professor Jiang, who is not a professor, but we'll get into that, didn't understand what a THAAD missile was, which, by the way, are not $1 million. They're over $10 million. He thought that the T in THAAD missile referred to thermals.
Yeah. He thought the T stood for thermal. I'm like, if you're going to do a motherfucking class, motherfucker, you got to do it right. You're supposed to be a professor of a high school. And this guy also hit the nail on the head by saying, high schools are not both supposed to be this politically driven. But I'll let my past self tell you that if my past self is talking on this video. I don't remember.
It does not. The T in THAAD missile, THAAD, refers to terminal. Yep. They are terminal high altitude area defense missiles. High altitude. Iranian drones fly at low altitudes to make themselves harder to hit. That's one. Two, the United States is not running out of money. The United States is not running out of money to build its missiles. The United States does not have the time to build its missiles fast enough. It is using its missiles faster than it can replenish its stockpiles. That's two. Three, he seems to be under the impression that the United States cannot move its missiles around when he is literally looking at an image of the missile on the back of a truck. That's funny. None of these things matter. I don't expect that the crew of Breaking Points understands how these work. I had to look it up myself because I'm not a missile person. I'm not a military guy. But I could look it up and I could learn. And of course, Professor Jiang is insane. Here's what made me angry. At the conclusion of this interview, Professor Jiang gave three reasons that he thought were plausible for why the United States was attacking Iran, despite the fact that it knew, apparently, that it would lose against Iran on the basis of the misinformation that Jiang was peddling on Breaking Points. And these were, first, that Donald Trump was hubristic because empires get hubristic and attack people and lose. Okay. The second was that he was being paid off by Saudi Arabia to attack Iran. Okay. And the third one is that a religious cabal of Catholics and a secret Jewish cult want to bring about the end of the world, as prophesied in ancient texts.
Yep, as prophesied in ancient texts. And we already know that nobody in this Bible or Quran is fucking real. None of them. None of the gods, none of the goddesses, none of these fuckers are real. So why is motherfuckers still pushing this fake ass religious war if it's not going to lead into Project Bluebeam or lead into motherfucking AI governance? Let's just fuck the whole world up, exercise all funding and economic resources. Then we'll have lab grown meat, eat bugs, and have a digital ID and shit going digital. Like, yo. Hey, yo, what the fuck? This is all one big plan. And plus, Albert Pike already said this shit. World War III. Go to my Albert Pike World War III. This got nothing to do with no goddamn religion. It got something to do with a motherfucker putting pieces in place before he die. And the shit is playing out as we speak. Like, ain't no angels, ain't no demons, ain't no gods or devils. It is man doing this shit. So motherfucking people can stay in fucking power. Or we fucking starve out and die. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Somebody gotta fight, and I guess it's gonna have to be me. And I swear to God, I swear to fucking God of fire. If y'all don't motherfucker do nothing after I die, I'm gonna haunt every fucking body. Shit, I might have to go into a clone facility, break into that bitch, kill a couple motherfuckers, and grab some data and start cloning myself because I'm the only motherfucker that's ready to do this shit. But I'm not the only one. Shout out to the people that's ready to fight, though. You know, shout out to people. But I'm about to take it to the enemy. Some people are waiting for them to come to their doorstep. Fuck that. Like, once they come to your doorstep, chances are your whole fucking crib is surrounded. So what's your contingency plan? Mine say I'm strapped to my chest with the zaniness. Blowing us all the fuck up. Show me my opponent. Where is my opponent? Bigger than that Dalbosa got to smoke. At the UN, I pick him up and throw him. You already know. My contingency plan is go ballistic. You dig?
And no, that is not a joke. That is what he said. And there was zero pushback by the Breaking Points interviewers.
Because they believe in that Christian shit too. That's why they didn't push
you
back.
Had top military brass up to the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff saying, this is a really bad idea. We are not ready for this. All the math on the interceptors that's been talked about for months at this point. And yet Trump still decided to go ahead. What is the calculus that he was making here that led him to take what, already appears to be catastrophic actions?
Right, okay. So this is the key question. Why do they do this? I think there are three possibilities, okay? And I think all three possibilities are valid. The first is the idea of hubris. Look at history. This is how empires behave. So the Mindoro kidnapping was quick, successful. successful, and it was adrenaline rush for Trump. And that made him overconfident in the capacity of the American military. Okay, so hubris is a factor. We see this throughout history. Why did Hitler invade Stalin? Because he conquered Europe really easily. He thought he was invincible, right? And that led to the destruction of the German army in the Soviet Union.
He ain't conquer that shit easily. He had to put out propaganda first to get motherfuckers brainwashed to motherfucker commit atrocities. It wasn't easy. Fuck the bullshit. You gotta get the hearts and minds of the people first. That's difficult. Like, I need the hearts and minds of motherfucking people to do this revolutionary shit, but real shit, it just gotta be in you. It just gotta be in you. Most motherfuckers haven't put a hole in the body before, and that's understandable because everybody want to live life peacefully, like God said. But sometimes you might have to put a hole in the motherfucker, and most people don't even know how that feels. Most people might not even psychologically be all right after they do it the first time. Oh yes, I thought way ahead with this revolution shit, but most importantly, dealing with people. I can maintain myself in balance by just, keep meditating, keep motherfucking doing my inner work and shadow work. But if there's other people around me, they better be on motherfucking point with self, because when we start putting holes in motherfucking feds and cops and militaries and national guards or any motherfucking infiltrators or snitches, you're going to need to not have no shame, guilt, or no regret and no fucking remorse. Like real shit. These motherfuckers are killing us and you feeling sympathy for the enemy, please. Now, don't get me wrong. We need sympathy and empathy and compassion, but only for each other in our fucking group, not for the enemy. Not for the fucking enemy. But that's just me. I guess I gotta write me a warrior philosophy book. Because we're gonna need it. They'll be like, Hurricane learned from the Nikolai Machiavelli and Friedrich Nietzsche, Carl Jung. He was a perfectly balanced individual, but he was also a killer. Hurricane, the revolutionary, born out of Detroit, Michigan, 1988, January. Born with a crackhead mom, no father. So you already know how rough that is. In the Brewster Projects on the east side of Detroit. East side? Where a lot of shit go down. People die for fucking quarters at bus stops and shit. And the parents, if you ain't selling drugs, you own drugs. There's only a couple parents that wasn't on it. And you know what they did? They stacked their bread and got the fuck out the hood. They came back to visit and buy some drugs because they've been in the hood for a long time. They come back, see some cool people, smoke, drink for a minute, buy this shit and get the fuck out. So but everybody else, yep, you either smoking or you selling. And the kids got to see this shit, deal with this shit. But most of the time it was playing outside. But like once you go indoors and you smell the shit and see the shit anyway, because motherfuckers be staying all night, just getting high, drunk, loud as fuck, music on bang on some old school shit. That's part of the reason why I like some of the old school shit too. Just motherfucking hearing this shit all my goddamn life. Oh, my hair is nappy. Dun, 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 and this you can bear. Dun, dun, dun. I need a comb too. Dun, 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 and I won't forget. Dun, dun, dun. I need a haircut. You should know. I'm gonna cut that bitch right so I can get hoes. Nah, nah, nah. Dun, dun, dun. Frankie Beverly and Maze on a parody tip. Paul. But anyway, yeah, let's get back to it.
So hubris is a factor. Then you have to look at internal political capitalism, where even though America does not benefit from this war against Iran. Trump himself personally benefits. Why? Because the Saudis and Israelis are bribing him to attack Iran. Remember that the Saudis invested $2 billion in the private equity fund of Jared Kushner, who is the son-in-law of Donald Trump. And the Israelis, through Miriam Adelson, have been financing Trump's political career. Right? So Miriam Adelson...
Now, when he says these things, all you got to do is just look it up. All we got to do is look it up. Some shit, speculation and theory. But some shit, follow the paper trail. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm like, all right, Dr. Jiang, you kind of talking too fast. You said some names. So like, I've been having to pause the video, get the name, and go look up this motherfucker and find out if what he said is true. You know what I'm saying? Or even like a hint or like a whiff of it being true. And just follow the paper trail. Just, just follow the paper trail with bribes. But like in so many words, it may not be the person that he's saying, but presidents are not elected, they are selected. Trump was boasting about a bitch paying $250 million for the campaign. Elon Musk put like 1 or 2 million. I'm not really sure. So it's like, yo, people was donating. I guess who donated the most is the motherfucking president. You're talking about Israelis and Saudis bribing. Maybe BB, yeah, because he made the phone call before the goddamn strike. So he's kind of a little bit right about that. But when it comes to Saudi Arabia, they trading motherfucking girls and they doing business deals with WWE and UFC. Politics. Fuck politics. We fucking and shitting on bitches and making deals with fucking WWE and ESPN. Sick ass Saudis. But anyway, I can't even say allegedly. They doing that shit for real. Okay? But let's go.
A few months back said that put up $250 million if Trump were to run a third term. So Trump is getting a lot of financial and political support from the Saudis and Israelis. Also remember that if this war goes sideways and Trump is forced to use ground troops, he will probably get approval from Congress, and this will give him emergency war powers, which will allow him to...
He'll probably get approval from Congress. Now you're talking crazy because motherfucking Trump doing shit without Congress approval. So this is why, we got you, Dr. Professor Jiang. Trump doing shit without any approval on shit. So what you think? So you honestly think he gonna need an approval on what the fuck you talking about? Trying to get a third term? You talking about, yeah, we'll give you 250 million for a third term. You can't do that. It's not going to happen. He will be hauled out by the military if that happens. Now, that's my prediction, my theory. Nigga, take your turn and get the fuck on. You already got that $250 million donation from that lady. And a motherfucking some bread from Elon. And then now you're not friends with Elon no more? No. Something ain't right. Nah, something ain't right. Is y'all trying to play the movie Prestige on everybody? I want y'all to watch that movie, The Prestige. That was a good fucking movie.
Influence the midterms. So Trump is thinking about a third term. And I think
Trump is thinking about the third term. How the fuck you know what he's thinking about, Mr. J? You ain't start off saying this is my theory, this is my speculation. No. You said Trump is thinking about a third term. Trump is not even talking about that shit. Now, the only way for a third term probably come out of his mouth if some stupid ass reporter or journalist ask him a dumbass question like, do you think about going for a third term? Knowing darn well you can't do that. So he's thinking about a third term. No. This is where he goes off his rocker. This is where Dr. Jiang goes off the rocker. A third term. Come on now.
Like if there's a war going on,
Yeah,
and you
this nigga's insane. I did not see this fucking interview.
And people rally around the flag, then he probably will get a third term. And the last factor,
He said he probably will get a third term. Now you really sound fucking crazy. But what's the key word? Probably will. But like for that to come out of a professor's mouth, nigga, you insane. I'm supposed to be saying some shit like that, but even I wouldn't say those shit like that. He will get a third term, knowing darn well presidents are not elected, they are selected, and they already know the game. We can elect your ass twice, but you ain't getting no 3 fucking terms. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. We hated Bush just as much as we hated motherfucking Trump. Get that nigga 2 fucking terms. Ain't nobody voted for that nigga. Our votes don't mean shit. That's all I gotta say. Rather, even if the shit do happen, we ain't do it. It was already selected to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about if that shit happens, then whoever is above the corporation of the United States, the United States corporation, I mean, whoever runs this shit is just trying to change the rules of the game. Okay, let's switch it up. Let's just see what happens. Let's experiment on this. Let's experiment. Let's give someone a third term. Nah, ain't nobody about to do those shit like that. They already have their system perfectly in place. The system not broken. The system is going just fucking fine for the evil that runs this planet. We gotta break the system. When we say destroy the system, yeah, destroy the system because it don't work for us. We need to, thank you, phone. Phone agrees. Not fix the system. System's already fixed perfectly for the elites and the billionaires. But it's fucked up for us. We are the motherfucking bolts and screws to make the Cadillac cruise. It's time to motherfucking unscrew ourselves from the car so the shit can break down. If we build this bitch back up, that's on us. But I think we all should just, destroy this government and everybody scattered to their own fucking communities, build your communities and create your own type of monetary system. Or go back to the barter system or do both. Learn from the Amish when it comes to survival, keeping your heat on, keeping light generated. And y'all control the monetary money flow. There's going to be certain areas with 1999 inflation. Some going to have 2003, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. We have to build our own communities. Now, if a storm comes and start knocking down power lines, it's going to be up to a motherfucking individual to try to make it work. Try to go up there and put the power line back right. But if that motherfucker's not in y'all community, then y'all going to have to go generator style with kerosene, or migrate to another community with lights, or go on some type of pilgrimage to find a fucking electrician that's going to be willing to go to the power line in your area, might have to walk or drive miles to fix your shit. Nobody think about that. We're going to need people in the water company to make sure there's no fluoride in our shit. We're going to need people motherfucking doing it, motherfucking solar energy. Come on, man. We're going to have to be all over this bitch once we take this bitch back over. And the Pentagon, all these fucking military bases. This is why I say most of my revolution is going to be ex-military. I might can be able to get in just with a motherfucking conversation. Hashtag diplomacy, baby. Because I know y'all motherfuckers just hauled out a military veteran and broke his fucking arm because he was against Israel. You think the military didn't see that shit? Oh, y'all done fucked up. So who's down with the motherfucking evil and who's not? The military. Ooh-wee. I wonder what's going on in the barracks. I wonder who's giving who the side eye. Man. because shit about to get real. This is what they're doing to you if you go against Trump. I would have did a judo move on a nigga. That's what I would have did.
Oh my God.
That is very important. It's an eschatological factor where if you look at the Epstein files, it's clear that we are run by secret societies. It's clear that the world is run by these
look at the Epstein files. It's clear that like we're run by secret societies. It's like Dr. Jiang is saying all these trigger words, and I think he's trying to pull us in because he's all over the place. But he's fucking with us, the conspiracy theorists, the truthers, the seekers. But we already know about this. It's like, how can I put it? Dr. Jiang is the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s of conspiracies. And that's why he's in a fake classroom. Let's get people up on game. But always in the back of my mind, it's like you keep on talking about everybody else, but I don't hear you talking about what the fuck China doing to y'all people. The CCP is some evil motherfuckers too, and they got their hands in a lot of fucking cookie jars. But you want to talk about everybody else, Iran, Russia, UK, United of Emirates, whatever the fuck that place is called. But you ain't talking about China. I wonder why. Are you a fucking agent? You was on a platform and got no pushback. On a platform all because you made a prediction about Trump winning. Guess what, bitch? Simpson did it first. Year 2000. We go to war with Iran. You know who motherfucker did that shit first? All of us. Since we known about the fucking United States going to the Middle East, you think they wasn't going to stay there? Like, what the fuck? Stay there and drain everything. And then leave. And come back again. Lose. Leave some weapons and shit. So niggas can get hold of it to make another regime funded by the CIA. There is no allegedly in this. So fuck the Mossad. Fuck the Hamas. What's the name? Al-Qaeda. That was the first ones. Al-Qaeda. Hamas and the insurgents. What the fuck? Bush just making up names and shit, just like Trump did. Trade de la Agua and shit. It was like they were just making up shit. Motherfuckers thought Trade de la Agua been a cartel, but coming to find out, the people was calling those niggas, the feds in the military, Trade de la Agua or some shit like that, because like y'all the crooked motherfuckers that's working with the cartels. You can't trust nobody. So they intel was so fucking off. It's like the CIA ain't credible no more. Bad enough the FBI making themselves look bad by being bad. They already made themselves look bad way before all of us was even born. With J. Edgar Hoover, the racist cross-dresser. And that's no allegedly either.
Individuals who have a lot of power. We don't know who they are, but they control the military. They control the national security apparatus. And these people, there are different names for these people. You can call them Illuminati. And the Illuminati are composed of three major groups. Okay, you have the Jesuits, who control the Vatican. You have the 17 Frankists, which control the monarchy of Israel.
It's like the Illuminati got three major groups. No, the fuck they don't. We got the Jesuits, but go ahead.
You have the Freemasons.
You have the Freemasons
for the national security apparatus of the United States. And they believe that Israel, this war in the Middle East, is key to the end times in creating heaven on earth. So it's almost like a script that they're following.
It is a fucking script because the world is a stage.
It's a game. It's a stage. The world is a stage.
There's reasons why this is happening. Wow. Well, sir.
Who's like, that's the reason why this is happening. No, the fuck is not. This motherfucking Dr. J just said this religious holy war is the reason why all this shit is happening. Motherfuckers is... I can't find that video of somebody. What the fuck? It was Netanyahu. Netanyahu was like, sometimes you gotta bomb something to force somebody to go into war or some shit like that. BB said this shit. I cannot find out that video. Thank you, phone. I know you said it. Yeah, I know I said it, but I mean, I know I saw it. I just can't find the motherfucking name of the video because I watch so much fucking news coverage and shit. I be trying to find the best. I be trying to find people that's open-minded, think outside the box. Like people like us. But like sometimes you got to go to a platform or a network. But just like try to grab your truth and get the hell on.
When we come back, this was very informative, I think, for both of us. We deeply appreciate
it. Was not informative. It was not informative at all. Motherfucker just said the Illuminati got 3 different types of people: the Jesuits, the Freemasons, and of this national security apparatus and shit. It's like, no, the Illuminati. What? Now, this motherfucker. Illuminati is its own sect group. Like whatever's part of it, like like we really truly don't, but like most motherfuckers have their own shit. Like Counselor 33, Counselor 300, Counselor 13, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, York Rite. It's like, so the motherfucker is saying like the Illuminati at the top. It's like, yo, bro. There is more than one secret society with their hands in the fucking cookie jar. And Jesuits and Illuminati and the fucking Zionists are all 3 different people. And Albert Pike said this shit in Albert Pike World War III. Get the Illuminati to be agents putting shit together against Zionists and motherfuckers from the Islamic world. So these are, like, yes, we have some Jesuit shit involved, and yes, we have some other motherfuckers involved. So it's like, yo, there's a lot of motherfucking countries involved in this shit with their hands in the cookie jar. Everybody is getting something out of this. Only people that's suffering is the people. But like for this motherfucker, it's just like this motherfucker just like, what the fuck is this? Got a Chinese Nostradamus? Oh yes, I predicted Trump. No, nigga, Simpsons did it. So let's put the Simpsons on a higher pedestal than Dr. Jiang, because Simpsons is like a 2000 and motherfucking Owen predictions. But we're not gonna call it predictions. We know better than that. It's called, you got insider fucking sources. Because Albert Pike put the World War III together before he fucking died. So who was your inside source? The motherfucker said he had a bracelet that summoned Lucifer. So was it Lucifer? Was it an alien? Or was that guy that was next to the person that has the highest seated power? Because like we all know the certain names, but like there's other royal families, rich, wealthy families that we haven't even heard of. I think one start with an M. Like other families out here too. You know what I'm saying? Just like everybody is caring about this Epstein Island. Other billionaires have islands too, next to neighboring islands, and these neighboring islands is saying that kids are becoming kidnapped. I wonder why. But anyway, right. They in a fucking pizza jar, the cookie jar.
This nigga said third
term.
term.
For Professor Jiang's credibility, such as it is that people believe for some reason that he predicted the previous time Iran was attacked by the United States. Now, I find the idea that it is
what up, dude?
To predict that at some point in the future, a president who has already attacked Iran in the past and who has undermined every attempt at peace with Iran in the past would attack Iran in the future. Funny.
Right.
I find that funny. I find
the idea that there are people who think that this is impressive, that this indicates some level of special knowledge on the part of Professor Jiang, I find it funny and sad. People are under the impression that Professor Jiang is a teacher, and he sells himself as a high school teacher. And maybe at some point in the past he has done this. But go watch his lectures on YouTube and pay attention to the absolute silence from the rest of the classroom. He portrays himself as if he is lecturing to high school students, and he claims he is lecturing to high school students in his video descriptions. But you will notice that there are no questions except in videos where it is very clear that he has staged them. And you will notice that there is no sound. There are no students knocking stuff, pushing against paper or pen.
Exactly.
Notes.
Or the motherfucker moving or adjusting their body or something.
Nobody gets up to go to the bathroom. Nobody reaches into their bag and crumples some papers up, or causes the canvas to make a little squeak as their sleeves brush by it. You can look at the reflection of the classroom on the whiteboard behind him in many of his videos, and you can see all the way back to the window at the back of the room, and there is no movement.
And him saying this, it makes me think on a psychological level now. He say he lectures to high school students, but there's nobody in the class. This motherfucker looks down on us like we all fucking high school kids. Now I don't like this guy. But that's only if I go down that route of thought. Talking to us like we some high school students that don't know shit about history. Yeah, most of us don't. And if we don't know history, we're doomed to repeat it. You already know what it is. So it's best to know history, or like at least, like get into it. If it sound interesting, make sure you fact check all the shit that Dr. Jiang is saying, But some of the shit he's saying does have a little essence of truth once you find out the right motherfucking avenues and paperwork, of key figures. But he's all over the place with it. And plus, this is too politically driven to be talked about in fucking high school. On some real shit. My history teacher, his name was Brana Kamal. And it was history class. And he couldn't really talk like how this motherfucker's talking until after class was over. We start class, we try to get done and have like a good 20-25 minutes of chill time. So during the 25 minutes of chill time, he wanted to talk to us about his life and about like what was really going on with the economy and shit. I ain't understand, what the fuck he was talking about at the time. But cause like he was talking about his culture, where he came from and how the African people was. And then he said something briefly about our government, and how corrupt it was, but it was just a little bit. But what got me was he was like, I can't say this during real curriculum. I can't really tell y'all the truth about what really going on. So we'll try to have these brief moments to, talk about real history and real life and shit. And then I dropped out of school.
Jiang isn't lecturing to anybody. The rooms he is lecturing to are empty. He probably
and that's the symbolism. It's empty because we are in the classroom. We are in his high school classroom, and him talking to us like we don't know shit. Because people like us, like we'll raise our hand and ask a question. Nobody did that yet. Dr. Jiang, why is this happening like that? Or Dr. Jiang, can you explain that again? None of that. No movement, no sound, no nothing in that classroom.
His YouTube channel to promote himself as a private educator to naive parents who wanted their kids to have an edge in school. The lectures he gives are highly politicized nonsense that portrays a total lack of understanding of any of the topics of which he speaks. They involve ridiculous notions of world leaders being guided by cosmic goals of global annihilation and salvation. It's ridiculous.
Yes, it is. It is fucking ridiculous. To us, critical thinkers, people with common sense and comprehension skills, yes, it is ridiculous, but these evil motherfuckers believe it. And they have brainwashed a lot of motherfuckers to believe it. You know? So it's like, it is what it is. Yes, it sounds absurd, but these evil motherfuckers believe it. Or maybe these evil motherfuckers is creating it. Or they're loose farming people's energy to summon it. I know the shit sounds crazy, but this is what they believe. Now, or according to the Satanists, they don't believe none of this shit. They want everybody else to believe it so they can rule over us because we're stupid and ignorant. Yeah. And that's from the Satanist Bible. This is a sin. Stupidity is a sin. We can't be stupid, but we can make everybody else stupid so we can rule over them. Crazy work. I did a video on this.
Now,
right.
There are a lot of crazy people on YouTube. That's not what I'm mad about. This is what makes me angry. This man is a malicious, child-abusing, demented liar.
Damn.
And Breaking Points just promoted him to millions of people as if he was a credible source for information. Now, about Professor Jiang not being a professor.
So he's an op.
He's just literally not a professor. That's never been his job.
Whoa.
So when people call him professor online...
Whoa. You got to get this. You got to screenshot this.
And I'm about to read it. I'm about to read it too. Watch this.
It say Dr. Jiang has worked in journalism, documentary filmmaking, international development, including positions with the United Nations and education reform. In 1958.
When you hear United Nations, you should already know what it is.
Studying as an undergraduate at Yale. Uh-oh.
And when you hear Yale, you already know what it is.
At Yale, you either skull and bones or you about to get recruited into doing some other shit. Jiang worked his first teaching job during a 6-month tenure at the affiliated high school of Peking University.
Peking.
Since 2000, Jiang lived in Beijing and freelance as a freelance journalist, including for the American Christian Science Monitor and the Hong Kong-based Far Eastern Economic Review in 2002. That's when I first started rapping. While contracted with the U.S.-funded public broadcaster service, that's PBS, Jiang was detained for 2 days by the police in Daking, Helikong, while reporting on a labor protest. He was accused of making illegal video recordings with a friend of Jiang, claiming he was suspected of spying. No charges were filed, and Jiang was deported from China on June 5th, 2002. I was 1 month into my rapping. 1 month into my rapping. My name was J Money. Anyway, he has held senior administrative and teaching positions.
They'll put some he
said he has held senior administrative and teaching positions at several prominent Chinese secondary schools, including deputy principal at a Shenzhen Middle School, program director, Peking University High School International Division, Tsinghua University Affiliate High School, history and philosophy teacher, Moonshot Academy, Beijing, 2022. So that's where he at now. History and philosophy teacher.
But he got deported from China in 2002. So this motherfucker been here and all around the world, but he can't go back home. It's like, nigga, you a spy, nigga. Yeah. Key spots. You was in the UN? You were doing shit with the UN and you was at Yale? Oh, hell no. You an agent.
Moonshot Academy. Jiang advises schools across China on curriculum design that emphasizes creativity, critical thinking, and global perspectives. He is the author of Creative China. Came out in 2014.
It's a medical lexicon.
Breaking Point address him as Professor Jiang.
Demonology.
It's embarrassing.
Dude said they gonna put Sumerian demons in AI.
Breaking Point don't necessarily know that. So they think they're getting an informed take about geopolitics from a professor.
And that's crazy. Breaking Point don't motherfucking fact check. Y'all supposed to be a nice motherfucking network. I never I heard a Turning Point, but I never heard a Breaking Point. So like y'all supposed to be like some news people that's supposed to be up on game, but nah, y'all part of putting out propaganda, I guess. Well, mind you, this motherfucker's on platforms because he predicted Trump winning and going to war with Iran, and the third prediction of the United States losing to Iran has not happened yet. But we have seen some shit from Iran saying, y'all bitches dropped those bombs on decoys, motherfucker. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah. Shit is wild. Shit is wild. Oh, shit, we got an update. Hold on.
The wealthiest 1% are using tax and investment. The US warned that today would be the heaviest day of strikes on Iran so far, as the war in the Middle East entered an 11th day. Israel and the US launched a broad wave of attacks on Iran overnight, and reports from Tehran suggest there have been near constant bombings through the night. The US Secretary of War Pete Hegseth claimed the strikes have significantly weakened Iran's position to respond.
Today will be yet again our most intense day of strikes inside Iran. The most fighters, the most bombers, the most strikes, intelligence more refined and better than ever. So that's on one hand. On the other hand, the last 24 hours have seen Iran fire the lowest number of missiles they've been capable of firing yet.
But Iran remains defiant after Donald Trump said he'd ensure the flow of oil through the Strait of Hormuz. Iranian security chief Ali Lajani posted on X, "Be careful so that you won't get eliminated. The Strait of Hormuz will either be a strait of peace and prosperity for all, or will be a strait of defeat and suffering for warmongers." One person was killed and 8 others injured in an Iranian drone attack on the capital of Bahrain. Qatar's defense ministry posted videos showing its military intercepting drones and missiles fired from Iran.
Got some shit going on. You know, the little quick breaking news, real quick. Back to Dr. Jiang.
They're not. They're getting it from a weirdo child abuser on YouTube. Again, I don't expect the hosts of Breaking Points to be experts on geopolitics or on ballistic missiles or anything.
No, you don't have to be experts on it, but if y'all know you're about to ask these type of fucking questions, y'all should at least do y'all fucking research on it. I think like a real respected journalist always do their research and they come up with their questions and then they make sure they have a fact check notes to motherfucking give some pushback. No, let this motherfucker speak and get everybody on this motherfucking crazy ass religious shit. It's a holy war. Trump about to get a third term. The Illuminati got 3 groups. Like, nigga, there's so many different secret societies fucking with this shit. And not only secret societies, but countries. Like, yo, this nigga not even motherfucking mentioning other countries that got their hand in this. But most importantly, he ain't talking about his country or China. Nigga, like, answer though too. Why you ain't talking about them? Why you ain't talking about what the fuck they doing? Nah, because and I found out this: the CCP will fly to your motherfucking country and come and pick your ass up. But in his case, the CCP gonna come and murk that nigga. Mind you, we already deported you, but you start talking shit about us, we're murking you.
That kind. People can make honest mistakes.
Right.
What you can't do is promote someone as an expert just because they get a lot of views on YouTube.
And you cannot promote someone as an expert because they got more views on YouTube. Yes, I'm gonna say it again. But they promoted Fauci. It is safe and effective. I had to tell the motherfucking president, motherfucker, shut the country down. And then he flip around and say, I did not tell the president to shut the country down. Thank you, phone. I'm right about that. I love the synchronicities and confirmation. Catalog it. Catalog it. Happens every time I go live. Let me know I'm on point. You know, so now look, Dr. Fauci, everybody talking about listen to the experts, but the experts got everybody fucking killed. Well, not everybody, but millions of people killed. Yeah, listen to the experts. Nah. In the words of Miles Morales, nah. I'm gonna do my own thing and electrocute your ass. Yeah. Do I gotta make another motherfucking YouTube short on stumping out Dr. Jiang? I'm blowing up the White House now. I blew up the world. You beefing with Jiang and this motherfucker. No, man, that nigga cool. He probably mad that like he can't go back to China. He probably mad that he can't even talk about it because he might get murdered. He might get CCP don't fucking play. Like I said, if I go over there and say fuck China, I'm doing that shit in abandoned apartment complexes every 2 hours. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it once a day for 2 hours, like real shit. And I'm out that bitch. I'm out that bitch. At first I said like I was just gonna go underground, but no, man, you think I want to be in a fucking sewer? Like if they ain't cleaning our sewers, I know they ain't cleaning theirs. I'm talking about like I never seen a clean sewer yet. It's supposed to be clean. I mean, like not clean, but how can I put it? How the Egyptians had it, like how they did a little motherfucking sewer system and shit. It was like an efficient, clean way that they did this shit. Instead, you walking in a goddamn danger zone. You gonna motherfucker rub up against a motherfucking a fucking shit sickle and die. Like but you know what? I need to go down there and see how I look. I mean, like not go down there and see how I look. I need to watch a YouTube video and be like, underground sewer workers. Like, Hurricane, can you watch this shit? Yep, I watch Travel Channel and Discovery Channel too. Like I used to grow up watching it was a show back in the day called Mighty Machines and shit. It was about a whole bunch of people that working on different machinery and shit. Like cranes, forklifts, whatever. Like Mighty Machines. That's how it came. It was like a rock song. Working for you, doing mighty things. Dirt, mighty machines. And then like after that, kids news would come on. It's like news for kids. And but like they're interviewing people at businesses or at schools or like rec spots and shit. And then I think Zoom used to come on and shit. It was like, like it was real like educational shit on PBS back in the day. Yep. Jiang and a child abuser. But but like before you popped up, I just read his background of his career and shit. And like he's connected with the UN, he's connected with a whole bunch of other schools, but like he's not a professor. And plus he lied saying that he's teaching high school students, but there's nobody in the classroom. So like, you go back to the videos, you hear nothing but silence. And you can see the reflection on the wall behind him of there's nobody being in the classroom. And I come to an assumption or a theory that like, okay, are we the high school students? Because obviously we know a lot more than Dr. Jiang. But this guy also covered this motherfucker talking crazy like Trump won a third term. This is about some holy war shit. It's like, yo, nigga, that's conspiratorial. And two, in high school, you're not supposed to be this political, like in the motherfucking history. But they say this creative something, for this new shit that he got now. I forgot like all the shit that he said. I gotta go back. You gotta go back through the video. But as a matter of fact, I got the screenshot. I should put that damn, it ain't even on that other phone. Fuck. But yeah, I'll put the screenshot of Dr. Jiang's career on my community post. I have to screenshot it and motherfucking read it off. But yeah, I got the screenshot though. I got it. I just gotta put it on my community post. But yeah. He beats his kid. And he got deported for being a fucking spy. So like, and like once you're connected with Yale, you either fucking with Skull and Bones or you being groomed to motherfucking go out to the world and do some motherfucking shit. His resume is pretty hefty. Fuck, I'm gonna say pause anyway. Pause.
And do zero research into who you're promoting. Because this stuff wasn't a secret. There are articles about Professor Jiang's insane beliefs. This man is obviously insane. And he's not just insane. He's malevolent. And by promoting him as a serious source of information, as reliable and as trustworthy, what Breaking Points has done is they have opened the door to untold numbers of their viewers going down a pipeline, getting informed about politics, about how the world works by an insane Nazi who thinks Jews run the world.
Oh yeah. In his Discord server, he fucks with Nazis. And Trump supporter. Mr. Jiang is an op.
Because what this ultimately comes down to is, do we care about the future or not? And by promoting misinformation and an insane source of misinformation like Professor Jiang, who is not a professor, what Breaking Points has done is they have shown their hand. They don't care if they spread misinformation. They don't care if they promote right-wing conspiracy mongers.
That's the point of
They
media.
want clicks.
That's the point of the media.
But that's the whole point of the media, like I said in the background. Make sure y'all look up the Smith-Mundt Act. The Smith-Mundt Act. Mundt. M-U-N-D-T. Mundt. Because some people keep on thinking I'm saying month, and it sounds like I'm saying month, but it's Mundt. Smith-Mundt Act. They gotta put this shit out there. Like this is supposed to be used against foreign enemies, but nope, use it on the American people. Get them thinking that we over there winning and fucking up shit. But what slides through the cracks, Iran, like, hey yo, y'all niggas hitting decoys. Ha, bitch. And look at all these people still out here saying fuck y'all. Y'all niggas ain't winning shit. Should we bomb all those people? No, they're gonna think we genocidal, but we already bombing hospitals. No, we can't just bomb all those people like that. Come on, nigga, we did 9/11. Supply the war effort. They started the good days of 9/11. I need to get back to my Metal Gear Revengeance. I gotta motherfucking beat that guy. Oh, that nigga, what's his name? Sundowner. I gotta fuck that nigga up. It's a boss fight coming up. I got a boss fight coming up when I go back to that game. I'm gonna get my ass beat. I already fucking know it. I ain't played that shit in years. I got my ass beat by a dog when I was playing that fucking game. That fucking robot dog was fucking me up. Because it's like no block button. You gotta like time the parry and shit. But anyway, that's another story.
And the clock is ticking, friends. The world is unraveling, and it will not return to some normal, stable state because there is no such thing. The climate is dying. Ecosystems across the world are disintegrating.
I gotta share this video too.
Human beings are dying in droves. And by allowing this insanity to be normalized, We are making it so that the next generation will make horrible decisions,
because
will promote horrible things, will persecute people for horrible reasons, and will otherwise be completely unequipped to face the very serious problems facing us, not just as nations, not just as political movements, but as a species.
Well, that's a fucking species.
There's a Bible verse that I like. Which among you, when your son asks for a loaf of bread, will offer them a snake? I have been saying for a while that the most revolutionary act that we can take is to look out for each other. This sounds wishy-washy, but there's something cold and serious underneath it. When you make yourself a positive influence on someone else's life, when something negative happens to you, when someone oppresses you, that person feels it. When something oppresses them, you feel it too. When that happens to a lot of people, when a lot of people are connected in that way, it becomes very difficult to oppress those people. Because now you're not just oppressing one person, you're oppressing hundreds. When you promote charlatans that encourage bigotry and paranoia against the people around you on the basis of ethnicity or religion or gender or what have you, you inject a poison into the culture that makes it so that people cannot come together in the way that we need to. What Breaking Points did by promoting Professor Jiang, who is not a professor, is not harmless. It is not a victimless crime. Just because he is crazy, just because he is wrong, doesn't mean that he cannot do tremendous damage.
Yeah. And that sense right there, you got to think about how motherfuckers still letting Charleston White on a platform. Jaguar Wright on a platform. Motherfucking fucking Nick Fuentes on a fucking platform. There's another motherfucker. There's another motherfucker. What's the motherfucking name? But those three people that I just said, very fucking problematic. Jaguar Wright, mental patient, threw her child's ashes all over her motherfucking self. And when she was called out about it, she was on some asshole shit. But nobody else asking the question about it. They let this bitch go off on the celebrities and all this shit. And Charleston White, supposed to be a humanitarian guy. This nigga just known for doing motherfucking wild dumb shit. I'm surprised Mav Hoffa ain't put a hole in that nigga face for saying what he said about that motherfucking daughter. Like, nigga, what? It's supposed to be gone. Nick Fuentes, racist. And he say this shit is damaging because people are going to listen to these motherfuckers. And a whole bunch of people that don't belong on platforms. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know why. They fucking still let Jaguar Wright on fucking platforms. I'm heated about that. Why is this bitch still talking about the same shit that we already know? Nothing new. There's nothing new. Nothing new that she's saying. Unless she's covering current events, but nah. I haven't seen her recently, man. But every time I saw her, it was about some shit that we already fucking knew when we was all in high school. Like on some real shit. Charleston White's supposed to be a humanitarian / comedian. You out here pulling out pistols, motherfuckers getting shanked, niggas getting some fights on podcasts. This nigga, I thought you was a humanitarian. I thought you were supposed to have a cool, calm, and collective composure. But I guess it's like, don't let my humanitarian shit fool you. I'll go crazy. Okay. Don't let my peace of mind and meditation path, fool you, because I'll fucking kill you too. Like, understandable, man. But like, you really showing your ass, Paul. Like, you know, like you're supposed to really carry yourself better. Like, right. But fuck it. I'm a crazy humanitarian. Okay, fuck it, right? But you also a liar, because I still got your ass. Talk about you did some shit, grabbed a gun, but no, the fucking videos and the picture shows your wife saved your life. She was in front of you. You was behind her like she owed you. Fuck on out of here. I already exposed Charleston. And shouts out to Low Key, he exposed him too. Let's get back to, I think, the last couple seconds.
Because as a result of this, maybe as much as a few 100,000 people, maybe 1 million people now believe that this anti-Semitic nutball is a prophet.
Yep.
Right.
And they will listen to him over caring about the people to their left and to their right. And they will hate the people to the left and to the right of them because of what this insane person says. And progressives like Kyle Kalinske and Breaking Points, who promoted this man uncritically because it seemed like a good idea for their channels, will be the authors of that social disintegration. And they will be the authors of whatever damage Professor Jiang and his other connections are able to inflict upon us with that influence. This is very serious. It's not just funny. This is dangerous. This damages us as humans. As always, thank you for listening.
Now, this channel is called his name is President Sunday. That's his name. You know, the guy that's on this channel. You know, and the motherfucker just popped up out of nowhere. I ran across him today. I was going to motherfucker do a live earlier, but I had to take care of some shit. But yeah, it's called President Sunday. So if y'all want to check him out, that's the name of his channel, President Sunday. And show you that ain't bullshit. The motherfucker crazy. Hold on, Dr. Jiang.
Is going to be AI generated? Yes, it is AI. It's literally AI. That's what the Orthodox tradition teaches, right? The Russians believe this, where it is actually Western civilization that's the Antichrist. And once the end point of Western civilization, the AI surveillance state, Pax Judaica. What's the best analogy that we can visualize? Okay, so think of two things, okay? Think of the movie Her. Have you seen the movie Her? Of course, it's Joaquin Phoenix's AI girlfriend. That's right. And think of Brave New World, right? It's a world where you're not oppressed. You're made happy through drugs, through conformity, right? You're not happy. They're very concerned about how to make you happy. It's run by experts called the controllers, and the entire point of society is to make you constantly happy. Okay, so it combines these two things. It gives you a visual representation of what the future would look like. Her and Brave New World. Like in The Matrix, character chooses to eat the steak, and he says ignorance is bliss. All these also parts of the control mechanisms to make us reliant on external factors to keep us happy? Yes. You believe the Antichrist is going to be AI generated? Yes, it is AI.
He's like, yes, it is AI. Dr. Jiang is done. The Antichrist is AI. You done. You cooked, bro. Fuck on out of here. The fuck out of here, bro. Got him. It ain't over. You got one more.
All right. You may have noticed, as I have, that a whole lot of people who, seem to be slightly smarter, but are really not, are suddenly really excited about this Professor Jiang guy on YouTube, who is not a professor, by the way. This needs to be said. Professor Jiang is not a professor.
It is and it isn't, right?
This bloke here, okay? This guy here. Let me pull up a better shot of him.
Now, one thing about the guy that did expose Jiang, like I study body language, voice patterns too. And, this motherfucker seemed, the beginning was very condescending. So he can be condescending sometimes. That's what I noticed. He might be a little sanctimonious, probably. But that's just, like due to what I see, due to what I hear, body language, but yeah. But we got Jiang. It's definitely a key element, but the church itself is the Antichrist. Yep. The whole church, the government. Yep. I'm Antichrist. I don't fuck with that nigga. But if we use it in a perspective of Antichrist consciousness, yeah, it's the church, government, still everybody that ain't trying to unlock Christ consciousness. At the end of the day, it's crazy to say it, but I gotta say it. Each and every one of us is more connected to Christ consciousness than anybody else that's in any religion. If Jesus was to ever pop up, he'll probably pop up to holler at one of us, and it'll blow our fucking mind. Be like, nigga, why me? Nigga, I don't fuck with you. I know. But due to your lifestyle and your heart, it's me, nigga. My shit. Oh, so I was on the right path, even though I said fuck Jesus since 2006. Yes, Kay. Yes. Cool. So it says you don't come to take one till your father's law, so you about to fuck this world up, right? Oh, hell yeah. My dad about to fuck this bitch up. I just come here to let you know. I just want to let you know that you cool. You know what I'm saying? But this world fuck, bro. My dad crazy, son. You read the Old Testament, nigga. Black Jesus, 4th season in Detroit. Who the man?
We've covered Professor Jiang before. Professor Jiang is what I would do if I had zero self-respect and zero integrity, which is make shit up and act like a guru. He's also very dumb. He's extraordinarily dumb, in fact. You have a whole bunch of, this bloke. You have a whole bunch of really successful left-wing political channels who are now giving this person a massive platform. He's operating at beneath the level of what if eltist. Rudyard Lynch has better political takes than Professor Jiang, who thinks Trump is a literal messiah and whose entire career is he rented out a classroom to record lectures that make no sense to give lectures to nobody, to then publish these to YouTube and then to scam rich Chinese parents into paying for his private tutelage for their students. When you look at his videos, first of all, the first thing that stands out is that these are not classes that anyone would teach. A high school class. They're highly politicized. They have no structure to them. They seem to just be him rambling. And on top of this, when you can see, you can see from the layout of the room and from the reflection on the monitor that he has on screen that there's nobody in the class. There's no movement. See, when you're giving a lecture, and I'll show you an example of this in a moment. In fact, I'll do that right now.
Yeah, you can hear a little bit of movement in the background, like somebody moving around or adjusting their seat, or just a slight cough or a sneeze, or hear somebody tapping a pencil on a table, that type of shit. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be some life in that room. You don't hear it, type shit.
Because some of you are new, some of you haven't seen all this yet. Let's go to his oldest videos, okay? And you'll see what I mean. It really comes out once he starts using a television. Let's just using a monitor. So if you look here, let's go with look at this. Look at these titles. The Conscious Universe, America's Game, The World's Bank, Poets and Prophets, Homer and the Invention of the Human. What?
Right. Those are not high school lectures. He's pointing that out. These are not high school lectures. Now, college, you can probably get a pass. But high school, nah, this is too heavy politicized. And he's right. He's fucking right. He's supposed to be brainwashing to be a fucking worker drone, not being brainwashing to being in the left-right paradigm. You know, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. And thinking about the situation in China, about how strict they is about their policies and shit, I'm surprised they even let Professor Jiang even do anything. But this is like
I should have played this video first because I saw this video first before I played the last one. But the last one that I played had to be first because I know if you to get to this, you have to know about his life. So this is still my past self talking, but you know the videos is out of order. But at the end of the day, I had to talk about his life on that first video. But this is the other shit. Then we out.
And these children up on game and what goes on in America. You feel me? And it's almost like shit. I don't want to go to America with it. You know, like what if this fear mongering from Professor Jiang? Predictive history, predictive fear history. But anyway, let's go.
Game theory, the immigration trap. These are recent. Did he delete a bunch of them? Oh, he may have deleted a bunch of them. Kant, Hegel, and the theory of everything. What is this?
Okay, so today we will do.
See this window here? I want you to pay attention to this window right in the center of the screen here, where my cursor is. You can kind of see there.
Oh yeah, there's nobody in the classroom. There's nobody there.
You can sort of see here. You know what you will notice when you look at this screen? Nothing moves.
Yep, nothing moves.
Kant and Friedrich Hegel. So my main argument is that Kant is really taking the main theme.
No moves, no breaths.
This is a thought.
Watch where he's looking.
Okay. Which is the imagination is the animating force of the universe, and love is the unifying force of the universe.
This is nonsense, by the way. This isn't real.
And what he will do is he will use his epistemology.
No movement.
Epistemology.
No movement.
Theory of knowledge. How do we know what we know?
No one's asking in high school, Professor Jiang, what is epidemiology? What is epidemiology, Dr. Jiang? I can't read that. Is that an epistemology? What is that, Dr. Jiang? We're in high school. We haven't heard the word epistemology before. No questions, no answers, no explanation.
And he will use, and then he will do three things. He will
clarify
it.
Okay? No sound.
So if you read Dante, it's not very explicit what he's saying. You have to interpret him properly. What Kant will do is make Dante explicit to the world.
Look where his eyes are looking.
Then he will rationalize it. Rationalize it just means that he will remove divinity, he will remove theology from it and create.
That's not what rationalize means.
A system of logic, okay? And so
that's not what rationalize means. Rationalize means, rationalize means that its terms dictate a reason. It does not mean anything about removing theology from it. Oh my God.
And he will systemize it. All right, so this.
Oh dear God.
This is the mission of Kant, to take the secret of the universe as first presented in Dante, and then create a system of logic that then is able to incorporate itself into science and history and philosophy. And
I will explain Kant to you very quickly. Kant's move is to take away from what he calls the schoolmen, from people, from theological philosophers, the idea that they can reason about stuff that is prior to, the conditions of space and time, outside of the conditions of human reason. So for Kant, we can't talk as casually as philosophers have up to this point about the nature of the being of God, the immortality of the soul, about morality, and so on and so forth.
You said Jay wasn't around. I'm back.
Outside of space and time, the conditions of our experience and our reason, right, and our thinking. We see things and conceive of things as separate in spatial terms, and then we think them in sequence.
Oh yeah, like what he doing right now is because like Dr. Jiang, this motherfucker said like a definition or something. He like, nigga, that ain't the definition. So like he reading it off now. Hold on, let me go back.
And philosophy,
I will explain Kant to you very quickly to the world. Look where his eyes are looking.
Then he will rationalize it. Rationalize it just means that he will remove divinity, he will remove theology from it and create.
That's not what rationalize means.
A system of logic, okay? And so
that's not what rationalize means. Rationalize means, rationalize means that its terms are downstream from a dictated reason. It does not mean anything about removing theology from it. Oh my God.
And he will systemize it. All right. So
And that moment right there let me know about the guy that's talking. You can't say nothing stupid around him. You can't say nothing stupid or ignorant around him. That motherfucker will lose his shit. He almost lost his shit. It's like, nigga, you supposed to be Chinese and know that definition. So he got to break it down.
Oh, dear God.
this is the mission of Kant, to take the secret of the universe as first presented in Dante, and then create a system of logic that then is able to incorporate itself into science and history and philosophy. And
I will explain Kant to you very quickly. Kant's move is to take away from what he calls the schoolmen, from people, from theological philosophers, the idea that they can reason about stuff that is prior to, the conditions of space and time, outside of the conditions of human reason. So for Kant, we can't talk as casually as philosophers have up to this point about the nature of the being of God, the immortality of the soul, about morality, and so on and so forth. Why? Because these are things that supposedly exist outside of space and time, the conditions of our experience and our reason, right, and our thinking. We see things and conceive of things as separate in spatial terms, and then we think them in sequence. To be outside of time, quote unquote, is to be outside of that sequence. To be outside of space is to be outside of that intelligible manifold. So when you are outside of those things, as God is supposed to be, or as like absolute principles of like morality or justice are supposed to be, means that we who are conditioned by something lower down, we can't even get a picture of these things into our heads. That's the move. This is nonsense because he hasn't read any philosophy. He's vaguely aware of Dante. He's probably read something on Reddit somewhere. There's no movement in this classroom. This guy's not teaching anybody. This is a scam. He's not a professor. Kyle Kalinsky, when you bring this guy on your show and you plug him, you are making yourself look like a moron, but not really, because here's the actual upshot of this. We're going to watch a little bit of this just to get a sense of how bad it is, but here's the actual upshot of this. A lot of people have it in their heads that the main
But there's nobody in the class. This is a scam.
Politics, whatever, is either between the West and East, or between capitalism and somehow alternatives to capitalism is still entirely playing into the capitalist game and into the state system.
Oh no, wait a minute. I gotta go back. Let's go back.
Him. You are making yourself look like a moron, but not really, because here's the actual upshot of this. We're going to watch a little bit of this just to get a sense of how bad it is, but here's the actual upshot of this. A lot of people have it in their heads that the main contest of contemporary politics, whatever, is either between the West and East, or between capitalism and somehow alternatives to capitalism is still entirely playing into the capitalist game and into the state system, or between leftists and rightists, or between leftists and liberals who are also rightists, which you know is true. Leaving all that aside, here's the actual quiet little battle that's taking place globally right now. There are people who have decided to turn their back on the world, who have embraced nihilism and have decided essentially to play a game that they know results in the destruction of everything and the creation of nothing in order to get a piece of a pie before it's too rotten for themselves, and people who are still trying to save stuff and build stuff. And Kyle is that first category of person. Jiang is that first category of person. Adam Pinot is that first category of person. Donald Trump is that first category of person. Vosh is that first category of person. FD Signifier is that first category of person. Philosophy Tube is that first category of person. Putin is that first category of person. On YouTube, Angela Collier is the second category of person. Brooks is the second category of person, unfortunately. Morbid Zoo, second category of person. In real life, hard to say, because you're typically looking at scientists and philosophers and people who keep to themselves and teach and try to do things for each other. People who work in soup kitchens are the second category of person. People who like endanger themselves to monitor ICE and to protest ICE targeting non-white Americans and non-white non-Americans, they're the second category of person. And they have something in common. They tend not to, do things that are horrendously evil or irresponsible in order to get money and attention. Who's the most influential person who is the second type? Oh, man. That's a hard question. Finkelstein's up there. Pagan time. I don't know. That's the catch, though, because like when you're on media, you do things for attention, and that's whether or not you're that second kind of person. Because you need attention in order to have efficacy. So it's like, And then it's the Illuminati. Exactly. That's the Illuminati. You got it. You got it. I'd say Greta's there. I'd say Greta's there. And that's really what it comes down to, though. It's like, are you doing stuff that makes the world better, or are you pretending to try to make the world better to make yourself better, and you don't actually care about the results? And you can, if you pay attention and if you care about things, you will figure out, you will suss out which is which. But here's the problem. People aren't born as that second kind of person. It's a little bit weird. It takes a combination of experience, trauma, loving people, learning what that means. The first kind of person is made on the cheap. And the first kind of person is a lot of people. And it's not just successful people. It's a whole lot of people who latch themselves on uncritically to successful people because it makes them feel like they're a part of something. There's a period in the decline of the Roman Empire that you will sometimes read about in which people sought out oracles in order to make themselves feel peace of mind because stuff was going crazy. And I'm not one of these, the US is like Rome type of guys, but that's kind of what's going on here. There's a reason why channels like Breaking Points and Secular Talk are promoting people like Professor Jiang, who is not a professor. He is a con artist. He is a con artist who is an obvious moron. Like, obviously. He obviously has no idea what he's talking about. He has no idea what he's talking about on anything. That's because he gets a lot of views. That's why. He throws shit at a wall. He pretends to be a professor. Somebody started sharing his videos around, and he got a bunch of popularity from it. And he made a video about how the US would go to war with Iran. Imagine that. A president who constantly talks about how he wants to go hard on Iran goes to war with Iran. Imagine my shock. But he flipped a one-sided coin, got heads, and now all of a sudden he's a prophet. It won't last. It won't last because, again, this guy, who has probably cleaned up his videos since I last checked, was promoting books that say that Trump is the literal next coming of Christ. He's also a virulent anti-Semite, if anyone's been in his Discord server. He's a nutball. But leaving all of that aside, the reason why people are promoting him is because he gets views. Which tells you something. All these left-wing channels, they're economic fortunes. They're life.
But gotta think about it. You're being deported from China. You call it Trump the Messiah, and you fuck with some Nazis. It make a lot of sense. Your people don't want you. They deported that motherfucker for being a spy.
Blood streams from the right.
Mind you,
they're trying to tap into that sap.
They deported him for being a spy. Okay? China deported Jiang for being a spy. This motherfucker got connections with the United Nations. Graduated from Yale. And we already know motherfuckers that leave Yale, they going straight into the motherfucking world to motherfucking fuck some shit up. Whether it's in business, finance, media, whatever. But yeah, I think he got nothing else. I think he was just rambling on these last parts.
They're all drinking the same goo. Yeah, he purchased YouTube because he's a Nazi.
Yeah, and he's a Nazi.
People don't realize this. We got a bunch of screenshots in my server. We saved.
Yeah. I'm waiting for him to do that video because he said he got the screenshots of his Discord server of the Nazi shit. So I got to keep up with this shit so we can be like, this motherfucker fucks with Nazis. Jiang is an agent for the Nazis or for Trump. But he been talking a lot about Iran lately. Them thumbnails makes me sick. 2 predictions out of 3. And you the man, huh? But no one is caring about the Simpsons doing it first, though. That shit wild. But yeah, that's I think that's it.
What?
Yep, that's it. But yeah, Dr. Jiang got him. So we're gonna play 2 tracks and we're gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna come back and play some Resident Evil. So Damn, I gotta go to the store. I'm going to the store first, then I'll probably come back and play Resident Evil. Till then, hold on, damn. Shit, we at 2:04. Fuck it, I gotta play one song. We out. You already know what it is.
How are you doing 1 through 10?
Blessed! We gonna play this, then we gonna get up out of here. The Empire. Not for the weak. Gangsta Grills. Bastard.
I am the purge. Purification, my soul on fire, I'm burning an urge. Fuck the demiurge. My ashes scattered through the universe. Fuck a urn. I am the blessing and I am the curse. I'm divine love when you hate this earth. I am the wordsmith, nigga. Never play with my words.
The Empire.
I am the angel you saw in church and the reaper driving your hearse. I'm the archon hiding in your mind. Yeah, this shit is absurd. I'm every suicidal thought. I'm why your ass on the verge. I'm the kingdom of heaven, Zion, Pleroma, Nirvana, bitch, whatever you heard. I'm the shepherd and the herd. I'm your favorite strain, inhale the herb. I'm joy, I'm hurt, I'm gold, I'm dirt. I'm the motherfucker standing in the mirror looking back at you, looking down on your own self-worth. I am your shadow, eternal battle. Let me out the cage, I wanna go berserk. I'm every truth seeker ever birthed. I'm really dog in reverse. I'm really dog in reverse. Manifest. I'm really God
in the flesh.
I'm every fear you gon' die with. God body. I'm every dream you hold hostage. God body. I created the chains, then escaped the bondage.
Trapaholics.
I am abundance. I'm the source your soul been trying to get one with. I'm the demon in your cup. Find me at every function. I'm the nigga that you love, and I'm that nigga you don't fuck with. I'm every incarnation. I'm every starved nation. Half God, half Satan. I am the yin and the yang. I had to hold my own hand when I was walking through the flames. I am free will. Freely to earth I came. Bury me in a Ferrari. Bad bitch crying over my remains. I am the shaman that conquer pain. I'm Christ consciousness. I get crucified every day. I'm that targeted individual sending gang stalkers to an early grave. Yeah, I'm every sunrise you ever gazed. I'm the collective at every phase. I'm the ancestors reminding you that we still slaves. I'm the bullet in the chamber. Real nigga finna crash out on the break. I had an epiphany, you know what that mean? I used to pray and pray and pray and pray. The devil a lie. All this time, God was living in me. With the creator, I've been in sync. Cold water running, my Glock on the sink. I disappeared for a whole 100 times a week. My wife, my daughter in Greece. That was the last time I am the purge. Purification, my soul. I am the purge, purification, my soul released.
Hurricane 3.
You want to play what?
Hurricane 313.
Meditate just to ease my mind. Mind over matter, being just a speed through time. Time doesn't exist. Can you see the signs? Signs of the times it is a dream of mine. Redesign worlds, I will be divine. I'm the god that the storms kill every time. Every time I spit a rhyme in this realm of mine. Calling our account, now you prepared to die? Metaphysical, critical, spiritual, lyrical, miracle. You put it for a killable motherfucker, despicable. I dare anybody that think they winning it. I got mentioned probably your winners. Leader this to get the benefits. Trigger the increments. While my light beams is playing some instruments. Death is imminent. Feel the sentiment. Put a demiurge and save the innocent. Open the chakra. Spiritual doctor. Full-time whipping as soon as I pop up. Never gonna stop us. So you just watch us. Supernatural powers be determined to block up. Bitches get mopped up for fucking real shit. Elemental power destroying the building. Metaphysical drill shit. You're gonna get killed quick. I'm the only guy they scared to deal with. Look at the monster coming through with the launch of destroy the universe. I'm ready to conquer. Man, this is an honor. Going bonkers. Ready to stop it. I'ma do the bitches once in the contra. Man, I should get an Oscar, but this ain't a movie, ho. See the fucking fire coming straight from the studio. Bitch, I'm a warrior. Hurting your murder. warrior, feeling euphoria. This motherfucker moving glorious. This is the soul rap, getting you don't crack. Got my light beam, bringing out of the soul trap, taking my soul back. I am the monad. You get your body bad and your bitches get toe tagged. Singing the flow bag, your niggas ridiculous. 4 minute alchemist, ready to kill quick. About to get spirit quick. It feel like a Goldberg. Hurricane coming deep, in the old world. Even the cosmos, lyrical honcho. Every yard con, they about to get popo. Doing it pronto. What it's time for? Whenever bitch leaves strong in their time zone. Be it the shadow work, be it the inner work. About the inner T, about to kick up the middle earth. Now you're feeling certain. This is the killer bird. You're fucking scared, but you should've just went to church, bitch.
Trapaholics. Real trap shit.
I'm learning my lessons. You know what I mean? I'm on my path. These people that was involved in this, there's growth that needs to happen. And through them, it will. Mm-hmm. That's how I look at life, you know what I mean? They're a blessing to me. I'm about to learn whatever lessons I'm about to learn. I don't know how long I have to sit, but I'll learn lessons there. This is God. God's involved. Yeah. That's why I'm not like bumming out about it or nothing like that. Like I feel like I'm on the path.
So you feel like even when things go wrong, there's a higher power trying to teach you something.
I learn more when things go wrong.
You already know. Shouts out to everybody. HHN special report. Catch y'all in a minute. I'll come back, probably play some Resident Evil. Oh, shit. I can't go fucking nowhere. Wait a minute. I can go nowhere until that shit get done in the oven. I was about to leave out this bitch and burn my goddamn house down. I gotta wait till that motherfucking food get done from the oven. I'm like, oh shit. It's just about to get lit. But anyway, I catch y'all in a minute. Catch y'all the next one. But yeah, I'm gonna do another follow-up on Dr. Jiang once this guy the guy's called, what the fuck? What the fuck was his name again? Something Sunday. I think Perfect Sunday. What the fuck was that nigga name again? Hold on. The channel name again. What in the Frosted Mini fuck? Yeah, President Sunday. That's his name. President Sunday. Dark. President Sunday Dark. And I think he got another channel too. I'm not really sure. But President Sunday. That's his name. So shout out to everybody. And much love to my UK correspondent, Vanta. Much love to the UK. And we forgot to play Amelia. Hold on. In a minute, gotta get that Amelia out there.
Hi, I'm Amelia. I'm English, and I love England. I like having fish and chips and a pint at the local pub. I like Shakespeare and Dickens, Tolkien and Lewis, Harry Potter. I like pork sausage and dogs and fashion. Haram! Haram! But I don't like that. Brits are famously polite, but it mustn't mean we're willing to commit cultural suicide. Our institutions, the Church of England, the BBC, are a bunch of queers and nonces. How the bloody hell did we go from Churchill to you git? Sadiq Khan the mayor? This is London, mate, not Afghanistan. Or Star Wars. Our government won't even protect our schoolgirls from grooming gangs. Sod off, wankers! The police won't help. They're too busy confiscating garden tools and suppressing free speech.
That's right, miss.
What have I done, officer? You've tweeted rudely, and you're under arrest.
Curry is fine, but we have several recipes already. There are 50 Islamic nations in the world. Muslims don't need to be on our island. They want to conquer it. The government says it must be this way. That doesn't make it right, does it, Robin Hood?
No.
These dragons that threaten our England won't go away unless brave knights rise up to slay them. Or did all the British bloodlines with any bollocks get killed off in World Wars I and II? Englishmen, it's your country, and it's being taken from you. Chav, posh, doesn't matter. We're already all in this together. I don't want this to be the future of the women of England, and I'm sure the women of Iran and Afghanistan didn't want it either. Your ancestors beat the Spanish Armada, Napoleon, and the Nazis. Surely you can handle welfare tourists. History will record what you do or don't do. Get cracking, lads. Love, Amelia.
One more.
What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a model.
Wow, like runway model?
OnlyFans model.
Damn, are you expensive?
The Matrix is a system, Neo.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
That system is full of degenerates. When you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of the woke system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to pick up a biology textbook, and many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on their pronouns that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the dude in the red dress? A dude? Forget. Who is it? That wasn't a woman? No. It's another training program designed to teach you one thing. If you are not one of us, you might marry one of them. What are they? Transformers. They can move in and out of any gender, regardless of their chromosomes. That means that anyone coming out of the female bathroom is potentially a ladyboy. Inside the Matrix, they can identify as anything, but in reality, it's just delusion. We have survived by hiding from them, by running from them. But they are at the Diddy parties. They are guarding all the doors while they are touching all the kids, which means that sooner or later, someone is going to have to fight them. I won't lie to you, baby. Every single man or woman who has stood their ground, everyone who has got canceled. But where they have failed, you will succeed. One. I've seen an agent identify as a concrete wall. Men have emptied entire clips at them and hit nothing but air. Yet their strength and their speed are still in a world that is built on rules. Because of that, they will never be as strong or as fast as you can be. What are you trying to tell me? That I can dodge lawsuits? No, Neo. If you identify as an innocent human being, you won't have to. I identify as an innocent human
being. All right. Catch y'all in a minute. And y'all know how we end it. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Low Key. Shout out to No. Shout out to Live and Learn. Shout out to A. Shout out to Shine. What up, though, everybody? Shouts out to everybody that's going to watch it on the playback. And much love to my UK correspondent, Vonza. You know I can't forget about playing Amelia for you, baby. So we out. Mic check. I walk around the streets with my black tech now by the waistline, looking at hype shit. I never claim to be the best type of rapper, but have to show the motherfuckers what I'm after. I'm after the gold, and after that, the platinum. Beef after that, Hurricane G packs the gats up. Bow. Trigger bang bang. HHN special report. We out. But I'll be back. Probably play some Resident Evil 6. Leon S. Kennedy. And if y'all up on Resident Evil, go buy that Resident Evil 9 or get back into the franchise. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of Resident Evil. You know what I'm saying? I did a couple of YouTube shorts on Resident Evil shooting up some shit. So you already know what it is. Shouts out to everybody. I'll catch y'all in a quick second. About to grab this grub, head to the stove, then come back, then we'll go live. But like if anybody y'all go live, I'll hop on y'all live first, pause, say what up, chill, and then probably go live after y'all. Shit, it's still early in the after. Well, it's kind of almost the evening. It's 5:36. Nice ass day. It's in the 60s and shit, so I don't gotta throw on my leather jacket, but I'll keep my Eddie Bauer hoodie on though. I'll keep the hoodie on. But you already know what it is. Catch y'all in a minute. Peace.